There's a song I like by the name of One Last Dance by Black Mel. So yeah, this is the One Last Dance. So there are 4 levels here that are complete, and then I made a nightmare level. And we have attunement. If you find a secret and break the skull, you gain attunement. The rarer the secret, the rarer the skull, the more attunement you gain. And if you get enough attunement, you get a nightmare level. These are the mob head values. So we're going to start this level. I almost want to start it with pistol start. The nightmare levels, well, there's only one, but if there was more than one level, you're meant to do them pistol start. DOOMcraft's pretty agnostic to how you play it. Like, I could mash this equipment button. It's not going to replace my equipment. It will give me more ammo and everything and another gun, and I don't feel like dumping that down the garbage disposal, so I'm not going to press it. But you could go back and do these switches and to buff yourself with the skulls, with positive skulls that make the game easier instead of harder. There's a button down here that enters the level without spawning anything or resetting anything. So if you want it, you could do keep inventory on, press the bottom button, and then go back through the level. You could just press the bottom button without giving yourself new equipment and without keep inventory on. And try and get your equipment back without getting it blown up by a creeper. So yeah, these are meant to be pistol start, but I can't really stop you and have no intention of stopping you from doing it that way. Alright, so this start is already rough, as you can see. I could get a second shotgun by going in there. This is going to increase my health, which I'm going to need because we are going to need to light up these spawners so they don't spawn spider jockeys. Now I'll also have to be careful because, hey, that's like a speedrun strat. Because there's a blaze and somewhere here there's a poisonous spider hidden. The nightmare levels are my chance to sort of have fun with difficulty and make crazy challenges that only makes sense for me who's played a lot more of the game. Let me find where the ammo is. It is not in here. But yeah, this has the feel of those classic Doom levels where you sort of have to loot areas as you explore them. I have to make sure a creeper's not behind me when I do that. You can see me panic a bit and not shift click at things. Let me see where the skeleton is so I can just kill him. This level's strict with ammo too, so this is going to be a bit tricky to do with the amount of ammo I have. Now, I already used most of my, I called it an Omega Sphere. My friend will probably get that I do this, that whenever I drink one of those or pick them up in Doom, I say Omega Sphere. It's colored like a supercharge in Doom. But it's called a Megasphere, like the Megasphere in Doom. Where did... Oh, these 3 were in the one room. Let me see if I can do something a little clever. Which is not tediously punch them or lead them into the lava, but get the creepers to do that. That didn't really do much. I swear the anim... Oh, it's because it's in my right hand. Normally you swing your arm when you melee. So I'm going to do the left path first. You'll see why. Or I'm going to do this room first. In order to exit the area, I need to pull these two switches. So in case you haven't noticed, this is just level 2 backwards. But of course the spawns are much different. Did have a very specific purpose. That is not a very pleasant place to get trapped. Ah, I thought I could get a heal. I missed that. That was a crucial miss. Alright, so this is the second time I've died doing this. Nope, can't go that way. So there's a shotgun. This is going to be much harder because I have much less armor. But we can make this work. I actually don't know why I have so few arrows. Alright, there's some diamond armor. Right. Now that's weird. I should have more torches, but I don't. These levels get so tense when you're playing them with a lot of skulls, but part of the reason I like hard games, I think I mentioned in a previous thing, that I just like a good wall to bang my head up against. Sometimes. And part of the reason I like hard games is because they'll get you to do wacky things. It'll push you to dance, for lack of a better term. I know for a fact I can't jump that way. I guess there's a more efficient way to do the torches there, so we'll just have to move quickly before I run out of ammo. I only have one purge bomb. I feel a little silly for dying with purge bombs because they do so much for you, but I did not expect that room to flood with the zombies that I left alive. I didn't expect the enemies I left alive to come back and attack me due to me letting them alive. I finish Act 1, which there's like the 5th level, the 6th level, and then a short boss level I want to do. I finish Act 1 in what will probably be years from now at this point. There aren't going to be... Alright, now I need to purge bomb. I don't think I'm going to have any blazes for Act 1. I don't remember if there is any particular reason for that. There will be blazes because obviously there's ones in the nightmare level, so there's gonna be ones in the nightmare level. In the nightmare levels. And I also have a skull that's a randomizer. So they're in the randomizer too. Oh, there's a pair of pants over there. And I have the slowness debuff. Because I got stuck looking at those pairs of pants. I don't know whether you'd call it greed or lust, but I succumbed to it. Because there's no place further to run in this room, in a previous video I talked about running around a corner and then just leading the enemies down a corridor where they're easy to shoot because the terrain's not complicated or anything like that. I need to really make sure I don't get hurt. I say I get hurt. Alright, let's rush through this area. What I'm about to do is kind of lame. But, not that. Oh, these guys are being lame too. Oh, he sniped me at that. I have 62 ammo. I can do it. You're gonna see when I go up there. The trouble is, I can't, if I take too much damage, I can't do the platforming segment. But yeah, classic Doom levels of enemies. That's a quote from the... If you play Doom Eternal, there's a mod someone made called Forge Mode. And that was one of the advertisements. Oh, I could eat rotten flesh. Alright, let's do this part. I have the ammo. There's also a skeleton hidden among them. Oh, there's this guy. I forgot all about the spawner. At a very inopportune time, I run out of sprint and die. So yeah, what I wanted to do was just run straight past that area. I'll fight that area. Originally, I named this level Cavern of Catharsis after a song. I like the JoJo thing, how things are named after songs. I did have torches. I did not have to die there. I just forgot to update them. Oh, there's the spider. actually need to... Oh, I got... At least it's in the beginning. I took so much damage in such a short period. Alright. This time we'll do a little less lollygagging. The trick is to not get hit by the enemies that are trying to shoot you. The spider killed me from under the thing. Alright. Is there any more I could talk about with this level? Oh, while you're watching me die, I guess I'll talk about... There's a specific reason I made this level other than giving me a chance to make a ridiculously hard level made for me. It's a lot less ridiculous when the enemies aren't doubled. Probably what helped me in my previous runs is that I took out the creepers and zombies. Oh, that is so bad. Because the arena, in case you haven't guessed, is so awkward to run through without falling in the magma. Let's be patient and kill these guys. We probably have enough ammo. Dang, I'm starting to lose my voice. Hopefully the volume mixing is fine, because I do not have this on separate tracks. Because I am a programmer and not a video editor. I mean, it's probably just a skill I could pick up in like 5 minutes, to be fair. So this time, we aren't going to rush the second spawner. That skeleton does so much damage if you're stupid and just keep letting him hit you. I'll keep that creeper alive. Surely that won't cause me any trouble in the future. This is a spider jockey spawner, by the way. Like, it just shows a spider. No, it's a spider jockey spawner. You know why I wasn't dying before? Because I drunk my Omega Sphere. Because I'm not doing what I'm doing now and being stubborn with my resources. The resource I put there for the player to use, because if they don't use it, they'll probably die like I was. Alright, let's do the blazes first. We have 64 ammo. I'll make sure I got everything from the chest. We have plenty of armor, now slightly less because I fell in the soup. If you want to risk it, the Omega Sphere also refills your health. I guess if you think of absorption as armor, it's not armor's armor. You could imagine it works like a Mega Sphere. instead of a supercharge. You probably don't know what I'm talking about if you haven't played Doom. I'm gonna get set on fire. I was trying so hard not to get set on fire. Or durability. I'm gonna need these arrows. If it's any consolation, I have more food than I did. I'm gonna drink this. So the secret to this is to shoot the blades with the shotgun. Unfortunately, doing that is easier said than done. And there's still a skeleton hidden here somewhere. I think a couple. And when you get parts like this right, though, not as a developer but as the player, it's so satisfying. I think the skeleton just killed itself in the magma. Is YouTube gonna be pissed that I said that? Probably. Content creator language is, no, like how in Borderlands, Handsome Jack says, like, son of a taint. Kinda like that. Oh, I didn't even take any... I didn't take any damage? I have full of my absorption hearts, so I guess not. Well, this room is so much trouble. My armor's doing its work. This level was totally designed to have double the ammo. Pretty sure if he hits me, I die. There we go. I don't think I die because I have armor. See if I can get the last one. And now I have 15 ammo, so this one I might actually make like an egg and scramble. Which might be hard if a stray shoots me. Oh, skeletons can hold corners incredibly well. Like, you have to pre-fire them like I was doing. Otherwise, they know exactly when to shoot you. Oh, I think that would have been a dumb way to die. Free ammo. Not free ammo. Oh, he has only a bit of health left. Making this has made me hate skeletons even more than I normally do. Which means I designed the enemy right. I'm gonna jump here. That was embarrassing. Alright, parkour here quick enough. And jump here. I swear all those torches is not actually enough. I swear you can make this jump. Oh, there's more armor. There's my ammo. Oh, now I gotta do the swim of shame. I am not making it out of parkour civilization with that. There we go. Some people jump for the beef, I jumped for the cake. Oh, come on. Ah, nice try. Oh. I could have just hit him into the water. The only ounce of frustration I feel is you having to watch me do this over and over again. What else can I talk about? I'll talk about a random life story. Once I was walking around my apartment and I saw someone had left their phone in the laundry room, so like a sensible person, I text, hey, in the floor's group chat, someone left their phone in the room. But yeah, anyway, I posted a picture of the phone and captioned it "free iPhone." Yeah, that's my life story. That's my entire life story. Oh, this is a terrible spot to get stuck. Let me see if I can drink this in time. Maybe I'll drink it in time. Oh, the spiders killed me last time like that. Oh, they were trying. The zombies were trying so hard not to get blown up by that creeper. You keep playing runs of this, and because the AI is so weird, things like you get to witness things like that. Oh, look, Minecraft's hitting. So I wanted to knock him back. I said in the first one of these videos that I talk about how much I do not like Minecraft's hit invulnerability because it just feels buggy. So sometimes a mob will be standing on magma. and you will try and hit them. And it won't work because they're standing on magma and they currently have hit invulnerability. I think it's easier if I do the blazes first. I'm going to try exactly... That was not a smart way to launch that. Yeah, when you do slick things like that in a game where the difficulty's turned up. I'm pretty sure I used way too much ammo killing the zombies near this elevator. And now I'm going to pay for it, because I only have 39 shots. And that blaze from over there can snipe me. Yeah, remember, aspiring game developers, make the room before a room you need to enter very annoying, so the player runs out of it. Oh, come on. Okay, this might get me killed. I have a very silly plan. I'm gonna flip that switch and just make a run for it. Because the exit's just over here. I didn't want to run into any of the silver things. Oh, so the silly plan was silly. It was so silly I almost entered the level without grabbing my stuff. Did I? Oh no, I pressed E by accident. This level's like a roundabout. You need to be patient but decisive. I like roundabouts, but only when they're like 2 lanes. I was so close to getting poisoned. Let's run through here for a moment. Because that'll give me the chance to kill this guy. Oh, hey! Free ammo! There's a bunch of zombies. I don't know how much zombies are meant to spawn and how many of those are just... Oh, come on. Alright, got him. Of course, I only put 16 arrows there. And poison. I forgot all about the second spider. And I lost my sprint too. I bet I didn't open that chest on my previous run of this area. And that's why I had less ammo than I thought I did. Alright, let's try hard to avoid getting hurt. Alright. Pretty lucky with how those guys spawn. I'm gonna try something new. That was also nice. That is very weird. So let me explain what happened there. So in DOOMcraft, if for some reason a blaze gets caught on fire, they explode. So the question here is, how did a blaze get caught on fire? So if a blaze gets set on fire, they stay on fire for like 1 frame. That is enough for the game to detect they're on fire and for them to explode. I'm guessing a zombie started infighting with a blaze and then set it on fire and then blew all of us up. I don't think I have ever died in that way. So yeah. In case you're wondering in awe, because this is a data pack and not a mod. Oh, why did the blaze how did I get the blaze to explode? It even is called a detonated blaze. Oh, that's something I could explain while playing this, how I do certain things. It's a creeper. I name it detonated blaze. The very moment it spawns, it's set to explode. And because it's named Detonated Blaze, it says that I was killed by Detonated Blaze. Maybe I would have lived if I drunk my Mega Share. So that guy, instead of just... I'm gonna get trapped, but I hate the poison spider this much. Like, now he's moved somewhere weird and is going to ambush me. Oh, come on. Oh, of course, instead of the creeper walking in here, the skeleton does. And now the creeper walks in. I'm telling you, the Minecraft mobs are sentient. Of course, if they were really sentient, they would have known that was going to happen. Do some quick inventory management. That skeleton 100% saw me. But yeah, there are times where I've just played... This goes back to playing Valiant in Doom. Where I would just play a Valiant Doom level. If I die, I restart the entire level. And that's what I spend the hours doing. I still am vowing to beat 12 Angrier Archviles. Without restarting the level. I made it so far in that level. Alright, so this time I won't die to a obscure set of circumstances. I am genuinely, potently surprised that that happened, or is capable of happening. Oh, how'd that skeleton get there? This game is hating. That's not good for my armor count. My armor durability. I can't wait to make a game of my own and it keeps killing me like this. If ever you're playing DOOMcraft and a switch is invisible, just I cannot hit. Oh yeah, there's no rockets in this level. Of course, you have to remember that this level has double the enemies it normally should. Maybe I should have just not doubled the enemies. Nah, I think it's fine. This is how the level is meant to be played. It's so mean that I just hit a skeleton. Just with all those blazes. Alright, we're gonna need this. We're gonna need this mega sphere. No reason to even wait to drink this. I'm gonna see if I can get lucky and not... and not need to eat the... whatchamacallit. Equip this golden apple. I think nightmare levels eventually should be this hard. It doesn't help that I'm not allowed to collect secrets. Like, if I was allowed to collect secrets, this would go a lot differently. I'd like to think that someone who's not that good at shooters can make up for it by collecting secrets, because some of them make you seriously overpowered. I really got nailed by him like that. Oh, nice. He hit that creeper. pre-fire like I'm playing CSGO or something. Other fun things. I swear I keep starting the story of how I made this level, of why I made this level, and then stop. The reason I made this level before I get distracted is to test spawners. So most enemies in I think the first or second level are spawned by it's just a command saying spawn an enemy in X place. By the way, I'm going to die again. Probably not, but I might. Because I have something cool to show you. Of course I aggro 2 Endermen. Alright, here's the room. Of course they're going to trap me and just come on both sides. Is what I hope they don't do. So I need to kill one of them before they get smart, before they risen up. So I'm not allowed to use secrets, but I am allowed to kill Endermen. And you're like, oh, it's just an Ender Pearl. Why'd you risk your entire run just for a stupid Ender Pearl? This isn't just any old Ender Pearl. Imagine if he hit me. Yes, I am evil. So most of the enemies spawn via just a command. Oh, here's my but no one saw that. But what I have when I made this level are enemy spawners. They're exactly what they sound like. It's not the grates that spawn them or whatever. It's not the spawner blocks. It is something much more beautiful. I'll let my cat on my lap real quick. And I'll show you them in a moment. Hopefully it's just a moment. There's much to be shown. So let's hope this part doesn't kill me again. I'll eat this apple. Actually, this is the perfect time to show off. So this is a beam charge. This isn't an Ender Pearl, it's a beam charge. I was about to say, how many can it spawn? It can spawn theoretically infinite. Oh, I'm gonna die. I don't know how I'm still alive. My run got blessed. Oh, because it's a laser beam, it sets things on fire. That means it detonates the blazes. If you remember earlier, died to a blaze, spontaneously combusted. I would have died without armor on, which is embarrassing. Ouch. Oh, of course I missed that jump. No, I'm not gonna die to the parkour. There we go. I'm not gonna equip these, but who is shooting me? Where did he come from? It missed? Oh, I need food to sprint. I could just shotgun these guys. Why am I taking out the beam charge? Like, these aren't just fodder for a shotgun. Now that guy over there, he's trouble. Did I end up under the thing? I messed up. I guess I'll equip this. I don't like my speed getting messed with for some reason. Speed is a weird thing in projectile-based games because it also makes it easier to dodge projectiles. Like, that skeleton might have very well hit me, even if I was strafing, if it wasn't for my extra speed. It almost feels like cheating to me. I want to say the FOV also makes it harder to see, as if I don't play on Quick Pro all the time. Alright, we finally beat this level. So now I can talk about spawners more. So not these spawners, but if I go to... Let's go to creative mode, because it won't make me go through walls. But yeah, now that we're done with this evil level, this is how I suspect the level will feel to someone beating it for the first time. So if I go to execute as entity tag equals I think it's nightmare 01. We're just going to do function doom display spawners. Lots of lag because it's displaying every spawner in the game. That's weird that it did that. My game just crashed because I tried to show every spawner in the game. Something about like its ID and tag can't be blank. But essentially I have a bunch of these little guys, these item frames, and they have tags telling enemies where to spawn. And then I think I have function. Let's walk up to this guy. Execute as this guy. Run function doom just in case I'm going to do at self run doom function run function doom spawn from spawner. And he spawned the creeper, and just from running spawn from spawner, it knows to spawn a creeper. Also, because I have double enemies on, it spawned 2 creepers. Execute as run. Oh. It's been a while since I've done Minecraft commands. I want to show that list. So he has some tags. It is N01 if I execute. I wonder if I can hide all spawners. Function doom hide spawners. There we go. I'll probably have to make sure there's not some spawners that aren't rendered somewhere after I close this level, but I made this level to test those spawners. It has made designing levels so much easier, because what I used to do previously is I would place wool, just colored wool down to get a visual of where I wanted enemies to spawn. Record the position of each of these pieces of wool on like a sheet of paper or notepad. And then I test the encounter, go like, oh, there's one too many creepers, or it needs an extra skeleton. So I had to just like look where I already had them spawned, or if I wanted to delete them. With this, I can just, You might be wondering, okay, well, how do I place a spawner down? I have one of these. That's a spawner. And then when I want it gone, let's say I want a spawner of a zombie and iron armor. I do this, he has iron armor to signify he's elite. I have an even stronger zombie, and you'll see diamond armor. And I also have a spawner somewhere with a tag. And if I change the tag of that spawner, every spawner I place will automatically have that tag. So I could tag it. You saw the spawner I had made visible and spawned the creepers from had a tag called N01. If you didn't see it, now you know it has it. That is all the Nightmare level 1 spawners. So if I execute as an entity, in case you don't understand Minecraft commands, I just say execute as. I type tag equals N01. I'm not going to do tag list. I don't know what I would run to show you this. I guess I could show them, but I don't want to show spawners. Because I'm a bit afraid, I'm a bit paranoid I'll destroy one on accident. But if I execute as tag equals N01, it'll only spawn the spawners in this level. But yeah, the spawners are awesome. Level 4 has spawners. I think the room I revamped in level 3 has spawners. Level 1 and 2 just have coordinates of enemies. And then I run the enemy spawning command twice for double enemy spawns. But yeah, that's me talking about spawners. Spawners are the coolest thing ever. I don't remember any fun facts about this level. It's the Nightmare level. I want to say I like how short and sweet it is. It's a lot shorter when you aren't dying to the first part over and over again. In fact, before I'll real quick show the difference when it's only just one enemy. There's probably like a 30-minute long video. It's still a bit rough, but it's half as rough. Because there's half as many enemies. But while I do this, I'll talk about some final things. A sad thing I have to announce is I'm probably pretty far off, as you've kind of heard me talk about earlier, from making more DOOMcraft. I guess I did almost die there. And that is because I would like to make a video game that's not just a not just a Minecraft map, essentially. Because I am an aspiring game developer. I have a couple games I want to make. Of course, when there's only one poison spider, I get hit by him. But notice how a lot more chill this is. There's half as many enemies. I can trust my ammo more, so I'm less incentivized to skip enemies. I'm getting hurt less. Like, one more blaze and one more elite skeleton, the skeletons in iron armor, matters so much. This encounter, which was so troublesome, let's see it again. Alright, that blaze is dead. Previously, jumping down here is, like, nigh deadly. Alright, the skeleton's still, a skeleton. A burrow. To be euphemistic. Like, the level almost... Now you know why I doubled the enemies. The level isn't a nightmare. It's a daydream, relatively. Alright, I feel like down here actually should spawn 2 blazes. Yeah, it probably makes more sense for the pacing of when a player would find this nightmare level. Even if they make it way farther because they aren't finding secrets. I think the more unhinged design in certain places will be, will still be notable. With things like poison spiders and whatnot. More map hazards. But yeah, look, I'm already through this area. But yeah, so that's DOOMcraft, that's the levels. I probably won't make more levels on this for quite a while. I guess I only have 19 arrows. Let's see if I forgot to grab... Look, I even forgot to grab the armor, because there's a lot less things to hit me. To be hit by. Yeah, not a lot of the game coming. That's the bad news. The good news is, I'm still making video games. In spite of what you might have heard about the video game industry and layoffs. I don't have a job doing it, of course, but you know what? It's arguably funner that way. Wish whoever's watching this luck. You don't have to watch me beat the rest of this level. In fact, you can't even if you want to, because I'm about to end the video here.